but it's also a Hollywood movie, and it's so violent. And you get to know the two characters, they're friends, and they have to experience all this horrific stuff basically on a night shift. And it's
Yeah.
just completely unravels, and it's so emotionally draining and action packed. I just think it's incredible. Hardly anyone saw it. Both Michael Pena and Jake Gyllenhaal were brilliant, and I encourage everybody
Mm.
to go and check out the trailer. It is fantastic. And I'm so proud that I get to talk about it because it's letter E. So
So
welcome, Eddie.
finally, I get to talk about it.
Yeah, definitely. So, Lee, anything in there where you're like, God damn, or you're like, oh no, I'm all right.
Uh, I would say the one that got me when I saw your list is probably Easy A. I missed that, and the Equalizer. You know, because the Equalizer is such a good film. It's almost like it. I can't remember now. It's like halfway between like the first John Wick and the last John Wick. Everyone was just in that vibe of just hitman type of movies, and that just feels that's fantastic. But yeah, definitely two and three definitely do drop off. But the first Equalizer is just so good with Denzel Washington. Um, and yeah, I haven't watched End of Watch, but I added it on my list, and I know Ex Machina has such good praise for that film.
Oh my God, it's so good. And Alicia Vikander's so brilliant. I think she's an underrated actress as well. I was watching Tomb Raider the other day that she was in, just to remind
Oh,
myself what Tomb Raider was like compared to the original one. But I was like, oh, it's okay. Storyline's a bit weird. Doesn't really make sense. But no, I think she's great. She's kick ass. So Jess, I'm gonna ask you the usual question. You know me really well. What do you think? But anything that you're like, oh my God, I haven't heard about that yet. So it's interesting you said that. I don't know. How are you feeling?
Okay. I've only seen three of your movies,
Oh
so I
yes.
swept all of these. I'm like, what? Also, okay, so I know about the experiment, like the actual experiment with the prisoners in the guard from the work that I do. I had no clue that they had a movie about it. I don't know how that has not come up in many of the conversations I've had about that actual experiment. So that's really interesting. Yeah, a couple of these I hadn't even heard of, so I wouldn't have imagined them on your list. But I remember how much you love talking about End of Watch in one of our other episodes, and The Equalizer, of course. But yeah, I feel, man, I was going so good with the, 8 out of 8 for Lee, and now I'm like, oh, I've only seen three of yours. Feeling like I'm gonna like throttle back a little bit on my excitement there.
To be fair, I was feeling like all like proud of myself. Look at me picking random things no one's heard about. I'm so
Ooh.
cool. But then I might
So
not get
diverse.
the
yeah.
win, I guess. This may work against me, we'll see. Because for anybody that wants spoiler alert, I've awkwardly won the year 2000 episode, and I promise it's not rigged. I know I'm collating the polls,
Rigged. I want to recount. I want to
but
recount.
I'm like, this is so embarrassing. 11 lists and I win again. No, no, stop it. So I must lose this. But Lee, you and me were drawing. We had 3 votes each from our community, and then someone ruined it by voting for me right at the end. So
Ruined it.
you're
I
second.
need,
I nicked it
I
off
need
you.
to
I'm
get,
sorry.
I need to go find this fan.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who it was now. If it's all part of our family, it's all part of the Cinemaniacs. It'd be very awkward if
Mm.
we if there was a fight. Probably. So that's it. All right, guys. Other things I couldn't add on the list and I was sad about was Eternal Sunshine, so it was mine. It was number 9 for me. E.T. was 10. Obviously, it's brilliant. Didn't make it. And Euro Trip. Who remembers Euro Trip? So it's basically
Yeah,
like American
Mhm.
Pie on the road. And I watched the
such a
trailer.
classic.
I watched it and I thought, oh, this is so good. Probably even better. Definitely better than the later American Pies for sure. Maybe not the
Oh
first one.
yeah,
But I
and
don't know. It was solid.
I was gonna say, and it's funny thing is that that movie has come up a lot in the past like 2 weeks with everything to do with the Pope because of the
Um,
scene how the Pope changes in the Euro trip when the when the smoke comes out that whole scene. And I've just been seeing clips of that on TikTok, and I was like, let me go back and watch that.
that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah, I think it probably doesn't hold up. It's probably got very unfortunate. There's a bit when the brother and
Oh,
sister kiss. They're drunk and they kiss. And it's
yeah.
like, oh, that won't
Yeah.
really work today. But
Yeah.
that's
Oh, look,
fine.
there's a town we can go to. Oh, really? Yeah, just right here where you kissed your sister.
Yeah. I just wanted to include some sort of comedy. And my honorary mentions were Eddie the Eagle, which I really, really loved about
Oh,
real
yeah.
life Eddie the Eagle.
Hugh
Eagle
Jackman.
Eye, which was the one about drones. That's a brilliant movie. Enchanted. Yes, Enchanted.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
great movie. Electric State, even though not many people liked it, I kind of liked it. The Chris Chris Pratt, it's Chris Pratt
Mm.
movie. Elf is in there. Elysium, who remembers that? Matt Damon,
Oh
Elysium,
yeah.
pretty good. And then Enola Holmes, which was the obviously playing on Sherlock Holmes
Oh yeah.
with the girl from
Some of the girl from Stranger Things
Stranger Things. It, it's
with Henry
Millie
Cavill.
Bobby Brown. Millie
That's
Bobby
it. With
Brown.
Henry Cavill.
You have Harry Candle. I thought he was great in that, so bit of love for that. So there's some honorees. So yeah, my final list, everyone. Equilibrium 8th, Edge of Tomorrow 7, Easy A 6th, The Experiment 5, Extraction 4, The Equalizer 3, Ex Machina 2, End of Watch number 1. And when I see the word end, I'm like, I wish we could have said Endgame, but we can't. It's Marvel
No.
Avengers Endgame. Sorry.
Yeah. That would be number one of all of our lists.
Oh God, letter M would just be Marvel this. Marvel
Yeah.
this. Maybe we can only have two or something. But yeah, that's my list, guys. So let's head over to Jess now, see if she's got anything similar, anything matching up, anything moves, and all your new stuff, Jess. Let's do this.
So I have one move from Lee's list, which is the Emperor's New Groove. So I was really excited that we shared on that one. I did drop it down. You had it in 3. I dropped it to my number 6. But that's the only one that I had was a move or a match from Lee's list. Now I do share Easy A with Owen, and I have it in my number 3 spot while he has it in number 6. So but I have some new movies, so I'll jump in here. In my number 8 spot, I have Ender's Game. It's the one with Harrison Ford, the space movie based off a very popular book.
So good.
Evan Almighty. I know we talked about how that was very lovely. So number 6 was Emperor's New Groove, and number 5 is Enough with Jennifer Lopez. I did briefly talk about this on another episode, but it's the one where she's trying to escape a domestic violence relationship. So she ends up getting trained by a boxer to
Oh,
kick some
yep.
booty. Number 4, good old based on a true story. Out of Erin Brockovich, she well, not out of Oklahoma, but she actually came to Oklahoma where I'm from because of some water issues that were going on. So that's kind of cool too. We have a little bit of a tie there because she got so popular with the story. And if you haven't seen it, she is just kind of like your everyday hometown girl who ends up helping a lawyer crack a really big case that was affecting so many people's lives, and it's really cool. Number 3, I said is my Easy A. Number 2, Elizabethtown. Kirsten
Oh,
Dunst and Orlando Bloom. I love that movie so much, which also that movie has a tie to Oklahoma because they came through Oklahoma and there is a spot where they filmed at the Survivor Tree at our bombing site. So that's really cool, but I absolutely love that movie as well. It's the one where Orlando Bloom a shoe company and has a disastrous shoe, and then his dad dies. So he has to leave to go get his dad's body and deal with like the funeral and all that kind of stuff. So really great heartfelt movie. Great soundtrack too. So my number 1 movie is Eat, Pray, Love. So I love that movie for so many different reasons. It was the first movie I ever actually saw in a movie theater by myself, but that is a lovely movie. It's based on a true story as well. It was played by Julia Roberts, of the story of a woman who ends up going to kind of rediscover herself after going through a bad divorce. And she spends a year abroad in 3 different countries where she learns to eat again, love again, or eat again, pray again, love again. So it's a very, very lovely, heartfelt story. And I really enjoy it and could watch it like 100 times over. So that's my official list. I did have a couple that were like close on there. Enemy of the State, Edward Scissorhands. And like we said, we weren't mentioning any big namers, like Empire Strikes Back, but just throwing it some love. So my official top 8 list is 8 spot Ender's Game, 7 Evan Almighty, 6 Emperor's New Groove, 5 Enough, 4 Aaron Brockovich, 3 Easy A, 2 Elizabethtown, and number 1 Eat, Pray, Love. So I'll pass it over to Lee to get your thoughts on my mixture of a list.
I think your list is good, and as I said before we started recording, I'm like, I forgot about Ender's Game, I forgot about Evan Almighty. I'm glad you got Emperor's New Groove, so someone else shares that as well.
Mhm.
Um, but no, and Easy A, yeah, Easy A is the other one I forgot. But no, I like your list. I like how all three of our lists have been very diverse. I find this time around, with between like action, comedy, biopics are all very separate.
Yeah, we definitely have covered a lot of movies. Like Owen had counted up, we
Yeah.
covered 22 movies, which is really, really
Yeah.
exciting. So,
Yeah.
Owen, I'm sure a lot of these movies on the list did not surprise you at all.
Yeah, it was my little side quest project, isn't it? Oh, she's gonna have that.